discuss about the Pune Swaraj, civil disobedience movement 1930 to 34. In that, we will study Dandi March, civil disobedience, round table conference, then children participation of women, two nation theory, and Government of India Act 1935. Children, by now the Indian National Congress emerged as a representative of all India sentiments and decided to steer the nation's struggle in another direction. On December 31, 1929, the Indian National Congress, in its annual session at Lahore, passed the resolution of Pune Swaraj, or complete independence. This session was presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru. In this session, tricolor was hosted and the Indians were asked to celebrate January 26, 1930 as the Independence Day. As the government had not granted India dominion status, the Congress decided to launch civil obedience under Gandhiji's leadership. Nationalists were asked to boycott elections and resign from the legislatures. Civil disobedience movement 1930 to 1934. Civil disobedience movement started on 12th March 1930. It was initiated with the Salt March or the Dandi March. It aimed at defying the British government and pressuring it to give into their demands. Children, pay attention. The British government imposed tax on collection of salt, which was an item of daily use. Mahatma Gandhi decided to break the salt law because it affected everybody in the country. To break the salt law, Mahatma Gandhi started the historic Dandi March from the Sabarmati Ashram with his 78 other members to the coastal village of Dandi, which was about 385 km away from Sabarmati Ashram. Children, it took 24 days to complete this march. The Salt March reached Dandi at sunset on April 5. On April 6, Mahatma Gandhi broke the salt law by collecting sea water from the beach. It was a signal for the whole nation to violate the salt law and start the civil disobedience movement. Children, one of the questions arises in our mind. What is civil disobedience? So, civil disobedience is the active, professed refusal to obey certain laws, demands, or commands of a government. Civil disobedience is sometimes, though not always, defined as being non-violent resistance. Children, British laws were violated everywhere. Government, educational institutions, offices, and law courts were boycotted. Peasants means farmers stopped paying land revenue, and the children in the northwest frontier province, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan and his group of volunteers called Khudai Khidmatgar, it means servants of God. Khan's commitment to non-violence earned him the title Frontier Gandhi. Round table conferences. Children, in the 1930s, the government summoned 3 round table conferences to discuss the Simon Commission's recommendations and to make constitutional changes. Children, listen very carefully. In November 1930, the first round table conference was convened in London. The Congress boycotted the conference. No decision could be taken due to the absence of the Congress. Children, in early 1931, Viceroy Irwin and Gandhiji signed a pact that came to be known as the Gandhi-Irwin Pact. According to this pact, the Congress agreed to withdraw the civil disobedience movement and attend the second round table conference. The British government promised to release all Indian prisoners arrested for participating in the civil disobedience movement and remove tax on salt. Children, at the second roundtable conference, however, no agreement on independence could be reached. Gandhiji announced the revival of the civil disobedience movement. Children, the third roundtable conference held in London in 1932 also failed because the Congress did not take part in it. The Congress suspended the civil disobedience movement in May 1933 and finally withdrew it in 1934. Children, Gandhiji promoted women's equality with men. All classes of women joined the movement in large numbers, especially after Gandhiji called for women's full participation. Two-nation theory. It means the cultural, political, religious, economic, and social dissimilarities between the two major communities, Hindus and Muslims of the subcontinent. This theory means that there were two nations in the subcontinent, the Hindus and the Muslims. Subcontinent consists of two different communities having their own philosophy of life. This theory gave rise to two distinct political ideologies that were responsible for the partition of India into two independent states. Government of India Act 1935. Children, it was a detailed document with the following features: an All India Federation, responsible government with safeguards, separate representation for communal and other groups, provisional autonomy. Children, this act I will explain in my next video in detail.